Afternoon, folks. I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters and the Pathfinder School. What I wanted to show you today was just another little quick tip or trick, and this is kind of another one of those obscure European things, and it's called the sanding saw. And what I've done here is I've just cut a dead branch. So you had a tree here with a branch sticking out of it, and I cut it off with my bow saw in a triangle. Now when I'm making wood carving projects like spoons and things like that, I use belt sanding paper, which is just a large 1-inch roll is how I buy it, and it's just a long belt of sandpaper. This is 120 grit. So I've got a piece cut that's longer than the span is from this saw so that it has slack in it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one side of it and attach it to this branch, and you could use bank line for that, you could use duct tape for that. Because I'm sitting here in the shop, I'm going to use electrical tape, and all I'm going to do is get this piece attached to the front with electrical tape real quick here, and I want to attach it about in the center with about 1 inch of overlap, just like this. Doesn't have to be wrapped on there real tight or a million times, just 3 or 4 turns around the branch and pull it off. And that's all I really need to do to use this sanding saw. Now I've got a Kuxa over here that I've been working on that I shot some video on a while back using one of Ben Orford's tools to hollow it out, and a tool from North Bay Forge. We're going to go over here and do some final sanding on that Kuxa with this sanding saw. Alright, so I'm going to come over here to my woodcraft bench, and what I'm going to do is I've drilled a 3/4 inch hole here, and I've got a small V chopped in here with a chisel, and I have a hold fast. It allows me to lock things down hanging over the end of this bench to work on them. So now I can take this and lay it here, put a piece of leather over to protect the areas of the wood that I don't want damaged or scarred. Come in here with this hold fast and lock this thing down. Just like that. And now we're locked in place and we're not going to move. Now what I'm going to do is take my sanding saw, and I'm just going to give myself a little bit of slack in this saw by holding this with my palm, and give myself a little bit of slack here. And now I can sand those contours very, very easily with this sanding saw and get a nice smooth finish very quick and very easily without leaving a bunch of marks in my wood. And when I'm done with this saw, I can always take pieces of the sandpaper and keep using it and using it until I wear it out. I'm not going to have to throw any of this away because I can rip it in strips and keep using it. You can see what a nice clean finish that's giving me on the back side of this Kuxa. Well folks, I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters and the Pathfinder School, and I appreciate you joining me here today for another quick tip or trick video on how to make a Swedish sanding saw. I appreciate your views, I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for our school, for our family, for our business, for all of our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends, and I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thanks guys.